Hello. God bless. This is the last day of the Proverbs Challenge. We're doing a Proverbs Challenge. There is 31 chapters of Proverbs in the Bible, and there's 31 days of August. So, after today, I won't be on here every day reading, but I'll pop in from time to time when I feel led. I felt led by the Holy Spirit to do this challenge because we're doing it at church for church. I read a chapter in Proverbs every day. When I get to my reading, there's some days I don't get to my Bible readings, but I stayed on this challenge. Just like today, after I read this Proverbs 31 to you guys, I'll read Proverbs 10, Psalms 47, Matthew 24, and I started back over in Genesis. I'll be on Genesis chapter 3. It's exciting. I love to mix my readings up like that. But one thing I did learn about reading, I wanted to mention that today, about reading the Bible. Some people say especially I can't say they're non-believers, but some people say they can't understand the Bible, and I get it, but what a lot of them are doing are just reading bits and pieces of a chapter. In order to understand the text, you got to pray and ask God to reveal what He has for you in the Word. But just read with an open mind, but read whole chapters. Like today, we're going to go into Proverbs 31. It starts at Proverbs 31, and it's got verse 1 to 31. So there's 31 verses, but you got to read to understand what the text is saying. And then there's concordances. There's some Bibles will walk you through, break them down. You can do Bible studies if you want to understand what's going on. But a lot of times, I know the Bible tells us, I believe in Proverbs, and in a few places it says, don't lean on your understanding. So don't lean on your understanding. I just read. That's what I do a lot, is just read. And I don't try to put my 2 cents into what the Bible's saying unless I pretty much know what it's talking about. And if I don't, even if I know, I still want to have it in front of me to break it down. So today is Proverbs. OH. I'm an Ohio State fan. I live in Ohio. And Buckeyes' first game was today against Akron, but they won 52-6 was the final score. Proverbs Challenge. We're doing a chapter of Proverbs a day. 31 Proverbs in the Bible. 31 days in August. This is Proverbs 31. The words of Lemuel. The words of King Lemuel, the oracle, which his mother taught him. What, O my son? And what, O son of my womb? And what shall I advise you, O son of my vows? Do not give your generation strength to women, neither foreign wives in marriage or alliances, nor concubines, nor your ways to which destroys kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to desire strong drink. Otherwise they drink and forget the law and its decrees, and pervert the rights and justice of all the afflicted. Give strong drink as medicine to him who is ready to pass away, and wine to him whose life is bitter. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and no longer remember his troubles. Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all who are unfortunate and defenseless. Open your mouth. Judge righteously, and administer justice for the afflicted and needy. Description of a worthy woman. An excellent woman, one who is spiritual, capable, intelligent, and virtuous. One who is he who can find her. Her value is more precious than jewels, and her worth is far above rubies or pearls. The heart of her husband Trust in her with secure confidence, and he will have no lack of gain. She comforts, encourages, and does him only good and not evil all the days of her life. She looks for wool and flax and works with willing hands and delight. She is like the merchant ships abounding with treasure. She brings her household food from far away. She rises also while it is still night and gives food to her household and assigns tasks to her maids. She considers a field before she buys or accepts it, expanding her business prudently. With her profits, she plants fruitful vines in her vineyard. She equips herself with strength, spiritual, mental, and physical fitness for her God-given task, and makes her arms strong. She sees that her gain is good. Her lamp does not go out, but it burns continually through the night. She is prepared for whatever lies ahead. She stretches out her hands to the distaff, and her hands hold the spindle, and she spins wool into thread for clothing. She opens and extends her hand to the poor, and she reaches out her filled hands to the needy. She does not fear the snow for her household, for all in her household are clothed in expensive scarlet wool. She makes for herself covertless cushions and rugs of tapestries. Her clothing is linen, pure and fine, and purple wool. Her husband is known in the city's gates. When he sits among the elders of the land, she makes fine linen and garments and sells them, and supplies sashes to the merchants. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and her position is strong and secure. And she smiles at the future, knowing that she and her family are prepared. She opens her mouth in skillful and godly wisdom, and the teaching of her kindness is on her tongue, giving counsel and instruction. She looks well to how things go in her household, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired. Her husband also, and he praises her, saying, Many daughters have done noble and well, with the strength of character that is steadfast in goodness, but you excel them all. Charm and grace are deceptive and superficial. Beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord reverently, worshiping, obeying, serving, and trusting him with all-filled respect, she shall be praised. Give her of the product of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates of the city. I love you all. God bless.